Hey.
Ja Rule, what's
How you
up?
doing? What's up, Astra? We back at it.
We are back at it. I
That's
feel
for
like we're
sure.
besties at this point.
We are. We've been hanging out for the last few days here.
We
I don't know
have.
what day this is supposed to be, but we
We have been hanging out for a bit. Now, you went from Murder Inc. to making moves in the whiskey game. What was the moment that made you say, I want to launch this whiskey, Amber and Opal?
It wasn't a big like thought process. It wasn't like a thing that I was thinking about or anything. It was kind of a moment that happened. Me and my brother Herb, we had part of this cool investment group, and we was doing some cool investing during COVID time, and it's something called a DAO, a decentralized autonomized organization, right? So it's basically everybody's partners in this thing, but we all get a vote, and it's like a voting system, and it's kind of a cool way to, be partners in a company. So anyway, this whiskey DAO came across our desk. So what we did is we invested in the whiskey DAO, bought a whole warehouse full of whiskey, and that's kind of how the journey started, And then after that, Herb is a real whiskey enthusiast. I'm more the whiskey curious, and whiskey wasn't my drink of choice before we started this venture, but now it is. This is actually my go-to drink now, thanks to Amber and Opal.
So speaking of whiskey curious,
yes,
are you now a whiskey lover?
Yes, I like to be the one that gives the testimony, because I am a lot of people that will try this whiskey and for the first time and say, hey, this is something that I can do. Whiskey can be aggressive at times. A lot of times, it's an older white man drink, and it's just one of those things that people are not used to, doing, especially women.
And what makes this one stand out above the rest?
Well, I would definitely say the honey. It's a honey whiskey, honey botanical whiskey. So that in itself is just in its own lane. There's not too many honey whiskeys on the market, but ours is the only natural.
Okay.
Honey whiskey on the market.
A little on the
all
sweet
natural
side, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit sweeter than your average whiskey. So we like it. We love it, and people have been tasting it and been giving us a lot of good feedback. So far, so good. But when you taste it, you can taste the orange and the cinnamon, and you taste those notes, and then it finishes you off with a nice smoky finish.
Like a mezcal.
Like a mezcal, but it's a black tea that we use, a natural tea, and it's called Lapsang Souchong, and it's an Asian, Chinese tea, and it's good for you. So I like the fact that it's all natural, and it's, people can drink it and enjoy it with no hangovers. That's important to drinkers.
Absolutely. Now, if we were going to give it a theme song, what would it be?
I think I'll take my whiskey neat. That's all I like that song.
I like that. Especially since it's right here.
I like
Is that the
right
Ja Rule way to drink it?
I like to make it in a cocktail. I can drink it straight.
Okay.
Like this. Cheers.
Cheers. I do want to try it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like that.
Smooth.
Smooth. You
And
see?
I taste the sweet.
If
and I
y'all are
taste
watching at home, you didn't see her make the, the face when she tasted it.
I didn't.
So that's how you know this is a real reaction here. It's nice and smooth.
Yeah. I will say, normally on a
Tasty to
whiskey,
the palate.
I'm like,
yeah.
But this is
it does
actually,
that to you. But this one's it's a lot smoother.
This is drinkable without any mixers.
Yeah, it is. And that to me was the telltale, because like I said, I'm not genuinely a whiskey drinker, and so if I can drink it without anything in it, and not have that harsh taste, that finish, then
It's
for
for
me
you.
for me it was a go.
Yeah.
Herb and other guys, they're more whiskey drinkers, and so they were looking for certain things when they were making the blend.
Certain notes,
certain notes
right?
and stuff. I just wanted to taste good, and so when you put that with that, you get this.
When you go for your Amber and Opal drink, do you normally drink it neat, or what is your mixer? Like, how
So
do you make yours?
I go for our version of a Gold Rush. It's a little bit of a well, Gold Rush, they use simple syrup. We use agave syrup. So we use agave syrup and lemon juice. Real simple. A little ice. Beautiful.
You know, I've heard they say whiskey's like a truth serum. You drink a little bit of whiskey, you start, you know.
Is that true? That's probably true for all alcohol.
I was going to say, while you've been drinking it, have you ever had any moments of like loose lips?
No, and let's hope that doesn't happen.
Drink up a little bit more. Now, what's been the wildest or maybe most unexpected reaction you got from somebody trying it for the first time?
These three guys, they did a review on the whiskey online, and I was watching it the other day. Never seen these guys before, don't know them from anywhere. But the compliment that they gave it, they called it candy.
It does taste sweet.
That was like a sexy compliment to me. Like, yeah, this is liquid candy. Like, ooh, like, you know what I'm saying? It just sounds like I want some, you know? So that was a cool compliment. But I've been getting a lot of great feedback. One of the things that happened to us that was really, really cool, we was out in Dubai. And we were out there on this beautiful, beautiful beach, and there was a husband and a wife there. We were doing a tasting, and the husband, he's a whiskey guy, so he naturally wanted to try the new whiskey. So he tried it, and you know, he wanted his wife to try it. She doesn't drink whiskey, but he's been trying to find a whiskey that, you know, they can drink together, that, you know, he wanted to share his joy and love of whiskey with his wife. And so he hasn't found that blend yet.
Until now.
Oh. So that was a beautiful moment because she said, okay, I'll try it. We were making Amber Rushes. She tried the Amber Rush. She tried it straight. And he came back and he thanked us. He said, thank you. My wife likes it. Now we have a whiskey we can drink together. And he was like, where can I get it? Where can I get it? So those kind of stories are always like, you know, that makes you feel really good as a maker, I guess.
I mean, I will disclose, the other day when we were hanging out, I actually had a chance to try the Amber Rush.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yes,
we were over at Amali.
Amali, yeah.
And Charlie Fox was over there with us.
Yep.
And I will say, as the mix, it was delicious. As I didn't get to have it straight until now, and neat is even better.
I love it neat. I love the mix. You know, for the first time, I had a whiskey mule with it for the first time the other night, and that was really good. So it makes amazing cocktails.
It really does.
For sure. Yeah.
Now, are there any like dream whiskey collabs you have that you might want to make a limited edition bottle, maybe pair up with another favorite actor or artist?
Well, we are coming with another premium bourbon.
Okay.
Maybe in another year or two or something like that. We're gonna let this marinate and do what it does, but we do have a warehouse full of whiskey that's been aged for 8 years now, and so that's really like premium bourbon at this point. And so, you know, by the time we launch that, it'll be maybe 9-10 years old.
So then we have to have the ultimate party, which I want you to paint the picture of right now.
Yeah.
What music are we playing, and who is on the guest list?
We are playing some good old school music. You know, we're gonna take it back to Frankie Beverly and you know, we're gonna throw on some Luther and some Anita Baker. We're gonna do it right.
Ooh.
You know, we're gonna keep it real sexy. And so that'll be the soundtrack of the night. And then
who's on the guest list?
Sexy people.
Like?
I don't know who I would say, but you know, you would definitely be there.
Oh well, thank
you. You know, gotta have you there. But yeah, I don't know, but I would definitely invite some of my friends. And
I mean, anybody from the 2000s, anyone you collabed with, anyone we could have as an invite there.
I think I'll send out the invites and see who pops up and shows up for the kid.
You don't even want to give us any names.
I don't know. I don't know who deserves an invite. No, I'm just playing.
I mean, Ashanti, I would have to say, she's got to get an
invite. Definitely, my sister get an invite. You know, I don't know, but I got some cool friends.
All right, I mean, I think you do. Yeah. Speaking of parties, though, you are about to kick off the Where the Party At tour, which is celebrating Nelly's 25th anniversary of his album, I can't believe 25 years that we've all been listening to you, Nelly, everybody. Yeah. Also on the bill, Eve, Fabulous, Chingy, and Jermaine Dupri, and special guests. So I know you guys are going to be here in New York. I personally feel that you should bring one of your special guests as Ashanti on stage. Can I just put that in the universe?
You know, listen, my sister's always down to hit the stage with me. You know, she's in baby making mode right now, so
Fair enough.
Hopefully she's, you know, in good spirits to go out and do some shows.
Speaking of babies, have you seen the new baby?
I have. He's
How's
a sweetheart,
he doing?
man. He's great. Great spirits, great little guy, man. He's a sweetheart. Good baby. You know, like he doesn't cry. Like he's a cutie, sweetheart.
How are they as parents?
I mean, you know, Ashanti's her first child, so you know how first
Very
mothers
protective.
are. Yeah. So she's very like, you know, I'm here, gotta get back to KK.
Does she make you wash your hands before you touch the baby?
She didn't this time, but I'm sure she will next time.
You know, on the topic of kids, your kids aren't kids anymore.
Yeah, they're grown.
They're like,
big.
they're adults, which
I got adults. Yeah.
now it's kind of like aging me, but let's talk about that. You're planning a wedding?
Yeah, my daughter's getting married in May, which, you know, that'll be a lot of fun. You know, weddings are always fun. And my son is graduating also in May, so we got that back to back. I think my daughter's wedding is the weekend before, and then his graduation is the weekend after. So
You're going broke. Going broke in May.
they breaking me up in May, man. They taking all my money. I love it though. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm happy for my daughter. You know, as fathers, it's a weird thing, right? Because you go through this phase where you want nobody to touch your daughter. No man,
Right.
nobody near my daughter.
You're very critical over who she dates too.
Absolutely you are. But then there also comes a time when you're like, okay, I want her to find her guy, be happy.
So do you like him? I'm assuming.
Tevin's a great guy. He's
Yeah.
he's a great
How long
guy.
have they been together?
They've been together now about 3-4 years or something like that. So it didn't take them long to make their decision of what they wanted to do. So that's always a good sign, you know. So I'm happy for them.
Any performances at the wedding?
I doubt it.
Aw, come on, you got to do at least one song.
You know, I may surprise. I'm not performing for sure, I may surprise her and have somebody come and do something special.
That'd be nice. That'd be a nice little gift, you know. Besides paying for the wedding, of course.
Oh yeah, right.
So now talking about the show, what's that one song that still gets the loudest reaction from everyone when you go up on stage and perform it?
I don't know. It's different from time to time, you know. But always on time always rings off. I'm real. Ain't it funny? New York. There's a few.
Oh my God, just a
They
few.
ring off. They ring
You're
off.
just a few in the catalog.
Just a couple.
Now, if you had to describe what we could expect on this tour, but you had to use just emojis, what would you give us?
Ooh, water emoji.
Ooh, we're getting wet. Sound like you're saying. What else?
Water emoji. I can't message you, right? Oh, okay. So it's a water emoji, fire emoji. It's gonna
Stay away from fire.
It's gonna be fire.
Stay away from fire, please.
All fires are not good fires. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But so water emoji, fire emoji. You said 3, or do I have? I can go as many as I want.
Go ahead.
Okay. You know the little dancing guy emoji.
Oh yes, but then you have to have the dancing
and the
girl
dancing
too.
girl.
Yes.
Yeah, we need her too.
And the disco ball.
We'll take the disco ball. You know, we rocking now. Now we moving.
We got a party. We got
a
a party. Maybe a palm tree we'll throw in there. For
Yeah,
like,
you know the wink eye, that
Oh, the tongue
emoji.
out?
Yeah, that one too. Throw him in there too.
Now, if this tour was going to be turned into a reality show, what would the title of it be? Because we love talking reality TV around here.
Meet the fuckers. I'm gonna my license to say that on page 6.
Of course, you can say whatever you want here.
No, I don't know. Wow. What would I call it, man? I don't know. I don't know. We're a wild group. We're a fun group.
Maybe like the
That's for sure.
nostalgic.
The degenerates.
You guys are not degenerate.
Oh yes. We are degenerates.
Oh.
Gambling degenerates. Yeah, we're degenerates.
Oh.
We're degenerates. So it's gonna be, we're gonna have a lot of fun on the tour. A lot of money's gonna be thrown around on this tour. I could, yeah.
Making it rain.
We gamble. We like to gamble.
I like that.
Me, Nelly, JD, Fab, we like to gamble.
I mean, fair enough. Now, I know that you guys have been on tours throughout the years. What's the wildest fan interaction moment that stands out to you?
I don't know. There's been some cool ones. One time a fan jumped off the balcony when I was performing, trying to get to me, like the second balcony up right there, and that was pretty scary.
What happened?
Well, splat, and you know.
Hurt? Broken legs? Like.
She was okay. She lived.
Oh my gosh!
She lived.
Should we cheers? And
cheers to
hope
her.
that she's okay?
She's fine. She's fine. We got up off of there and you know, gave her some drinks and stuff in the back, and she was very happy to get the pictures and stuff. She did a lot to get that picture, but she got it.
So now that we're taking it back to the 2000s with this tour, if you had to pick a piece of article of clothing or anything that reminds you of the 2000s, what would that particular article be? Because we all were rocking some really cool stuff back then.
I'm going with the Dipset outfit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Getting me a scarf, hat.
Any potential
scarf under the hat.
any potential of turning that into merch? You know, you might as well capitalize on that. People would
Dipset?
probably buy that.
Huh? What'd you say?
Buy that as merch. People could put that as merch.
Yeah, big shot to the Dips.
And before we let you go, because we are on the topic of the 2000s, you were in the first installment of The Fast and the Furious,
Yes.
which we all remember, loved. You turned down the lead role in the sequel.
Yeah, I did.
Now, to see how far the franchise has developed, do you have any regrets?
No.
Oh, you don't? No. Why not?
Well, I'm going to just give you the reason behind it, and then it's a no-brainer. I'm an artist first. Actor is kind of like the thing I do on the side, right?
And now whiskey connoisseur.
But this what happened. Fast and Furious offered me $500,000 to shoot the second installment. I was going on tour, also offered to go on tour at that same summer. I was gonna make like 12 to 14 million.
Oh, fair enough. So it was all a money thing.
I ain't got to say no more, right?
Right.
I mean, so 10 movies later, yeah, it would have been cool to be in the other installments or whatever, but at that moment in time, that's not even a decision you kind of, you know, especially when you're not knowing there's going to be 10 of them, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it would have probably took me all 10 of them to make $14 million, so.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
we could cheers to that.
Cheers.
Amber and Opal. So just let everybody know where they can get it if they want to get their hands on it.
We were in Total Wines. In Florida, California, New York, New Jersey, and Baltimore. Mm-hmm. And if we're not in the Total Wines near you, ask for them, and you know they will stock it hopefully soon. And you can also get us on sealbox.com.
Can you just spell that out?
Sealbox, like Maybach. SELLBACSH. Something of that sort.
Keep drinking.
BACHS.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Page 6.
Much
Cheers
love.
to you, and this is so good.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
I love it.
Get y'all a bottle. Holla.